Welcome back, Madcap Toys fans. You are back at the Toy Barn Christmas Cottage. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend and things have been going well for you. And hopefully while you're watching this, you're getting ready for the holidays, the Christmas season, maybe baking cookies or putting up stockings, wrapping gifts, what have you. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We really do want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit the bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And comments, of course, you know we love them, so just keep them on coming. First of all, we want to wish all of you guys that are watching, if you do celebrate the holiday, a very Merry Christmas. And, of course, we'll be on before the new year rings, but also a blessed new year if you are going away for the season or traveling. So wanted to make sure that we had plenty of content up during the holiday week. So we're doing some extra filming in the next few days so that way you guys have something to watch and do on and off during your Christmas visiting and visitations and all that, wherever you go and whatever you do. So basically for Daren and I, we're at Madcap Toys here. We're basically going to be home this week. So we have our holiday scheduled for, of course, Christmas Day. We're not traveling Christmas Eve this year, but staying home on Christmas Day. And all of our children and grandchildren will be at our home on Thursday, enjoying the afternoon, early evening. We are empty nesters, so the morning is just going to be filled with getting the rest of the food cooked and ready to go. And then our party starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time and should be throughout the day until about 7:30 or so Eastern time, because we do have a family that does have other places to go, people to see as well, other families. And by then it'll be just me and Daren cleaning things up and then preparing for the next couple of days, because we do have something to share with you. Let me fix my camera just a little bit. I feel like that I don't want to be all on the screen, but I want to make sure at least you see me anyway. So we do have something going on. So Daren has been letting folks know in social media that things are coming up. And so I wanted to share with you about that. We had been contacted from a source that wanted to see if we wanted to start back up live selling. We are not new to live selling. We hadn't done a live show for probably 2 or 3 years, and there was reasons. So we're not new to it, but we haven't been utilizing it. And like I said, for various reasons. One of the big reasons is when we had started doing a little bit of live selling, it was basically when it all first started, when it was brand new to everyone. We didn't have really a social media presence then, really. We had our YouTube, but it wasn't going strong at that time. We weren't consistent on videos, etc. We didn't really have much of a social media presence except for about 300 folks on Facebook with Madcap Toys. So it wasn't big. So because of that, and for the fact it was brand new, we didn't have a lot of traffic on live selling. So after doing several shows, we had a few, I would say, good shows and some participation, but not the kind of money that we were looking for at that moment. So after doing about 7 or 8 shows in a matter of 2-3 months, we decided it wasn't going to be feasible for us due to the fact of the monetary reasons, etc., lack of, and spending much more time in that. So if you're not familiar with live selling in the respect of being a seller, let me just kind of patternize this out for you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. On eBay and on the other platforms, as you know, if you are a reseller right now, it's more of a list it and forget it type of thing. You list the item, it goes up, and then you wait until it sells, right? You put up the picture, the listing, the description, the price, the weight, the dimensions, list it, and it's there. Of course, as we've talked about in many of our videos before, we end and sell similar and refresh now and then to keep it new. Sometimes change the pictures or the title, etc. Add keywords to keep it fresh till it sells. But there's minimal work to that after that in that respect. With live selling, if you've got a show, you've got to create the show, schedule the show. You have to create the thumbnail. And yes, there is AI tools and stuff like that, and we utilize those. But didn't then, because AI wasn't, there was no AI back at that point. And then, of course, you have to, and some people don't do this, but we have been, because to make it not so crazy and cause confusion, is we catalog each item that we're going to live sell in a show. So that consists of basically listing the item, putting up the title, the description. A few of they have the item specifics. They're not very, they don't have as many item specific choices, of course, as eBay and such, but they're still there. What the starting price will be and all of that, and loading those things up for pre-bid. They also have the buy it now feature, which we have started listing those, a few things here and there, but it's not required to do that in order to live sell. But if you wanted some listed and forget it stuff there that people can go in at any time when you're not live and purchase items, you can do that. So that's something we're doing a little bit gradual here and there. But in the most part, getting back to the live selling itself, you catalog those items because you want to make sure that when that person bids on it and whoever wins, that you know it's that person that bought that item, and then processing those orders accordingly. Because what I had found out, even recently, I went to a live selling platform to buy, not to sell, just a few items just for fun. And there are those out there, and it's fine if they're organized and they know how to do it and they've been doing it, it's great. But when you're on the buyer side and you are purchasing items and it only shows the title of the show and not exactly what you bought, unless you are writing down the item that you won and the cost, etc., because it just shows the title, you're not going to know really or remember what you get until it comes into you. And you go, oh yeah, that's right, I did buy this, this, and that. So for us, for me doing it right, not knowing how to really organize without cataloging, I am cataloging every title, picture, everything on there. So that way when, John Smith orders that particular item, say it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Raphael action figure, I will know when I see, when it comes up in the final show, when the show is finished, that John Smith bought the Raphael figure, he bought a Batman figure, he bought this carded Joker figure, etc. And I will be able to pull those items out of that pile from the live show and know exactly how to pack it, who to send it to, etc. If it's not cataloged, it can cause confusion. In the past, I've always cataloged our items. One thing that I was worried about, though, is one time we did take some Post-it notes and we did scribble the person's username on the Post-it note and slapped it on the toy. But if you're getting a pile of toys or a pile of items, whatever they may be, media, etc., over to your right side, and when the show is done, those Post-it notes can fall off, right? Those stickers can rub off depending on the temperature of wherever you're live selling at. So that gets my concern. So if I don't know that, and it's only the title of the show that comes up that says this such and such paid and they bought 5 items, but you can't see what those items are on the invoice, to me that is clear confusion. So let me know in the comments below if you're a live seller and how if you don't catalog, how you organize, because if we can make it simpler, we would love to do that. But again, we had, I want to make sure that I know who bought what at the time when I'm getting ready to process, because it can be very confusing. So we're trying this out, trial basis, starting this coming Saturday. So not today. Today I'm filming on a Saturday. You're seeing this on a Monday. But we are going to try this coming Saturday on the 27th on the evening, Daren's birthday day evening, and going to try out our first show. So I will have in our media accounts, all of that, the link to the show, etc., if you wanted to come see us. And have that bookmarked. And then you can also check around for pre-bid, because we already have a lot of our items already cataloged and ready to go, so you can actually see them, what the starting bid's going to be, etc., and look at the details of each item as well. And we're hoping to do a few shows, at least a month's worth, as a trial to see if this is something feasible. Because just to be honest, guys, I don't want to lose our momentum with our social media presence. I don't want to lose our momentum with our YouTube presence, because we're trying to build that up and build our community and our Facebook communities, etc. I don't want to lose the fact of not listing as much on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark, because we're so busy cataloging on the live shows, because the list it and forget it does make more money when it comes to selling than live selling, because you're not going to always hit bank or make bank on those items that you expect. It's a very hard thing to do. So I don't want to lose that momentum. I've been noticing Madcap Toys Plus has been suffering a little bit, because I've been focusing more at nighttime on cataloging items rather for live selling rather than listing, and I know it's hurting. So we're not wanting to lose momentum on what we already do, and all along with our media presence here with you guys. So we're just trying to see if it works for us and going from that point. So let me know if you are a live seller and you sell, or you know someone that is. Let me know in the comments below if there's any strategies, advice that you have in regards to it, and we'll go from there. We have some items to talk about. So yes, we're going to continue on talking about some of the items that were sold and have been selling on Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus, Mercari, and Poshmark. And we're going to go through all these. I can't remember if I even actually brought up this one. I could almost swear to you that I did talk about this one. So I'm going to skip this one item because I believe I did talk about it. So we're going to go on with the 13. We do have a lot of items that sold in the last little bit on all three sites. It has slowed down a little bit, of course. We are in the pre of Christmas. We are in Christmas week. I did have someone yesterday on a Friday, on that Friday, which would be December 19th, where someone was asking for overnighting shipping. And to be honest with you, for the item that they purchased, it would have cost them double the amount of what they paid to overnight it. So I did my due diligence. I actually, as soon as I received the order, I packed it and I shipped it out same day. So I went to the post office twice on Friday to make sure I got all of the pre out, anything that looked like Christmas items or gift ideas, to get those out. So now it seems like right now we are back into the norm as far as people buying things like clothing and media, comics, stuff like that. So a lot of low-key stuff right now. So not a lot going on. But again, Daren and I are focused on that even before that live selling show starts, that it will start to pick up starting on Christmas Day and going back from there. Simply because people are going to be getting a lot of gift cards, maybe even cash in a Christmas card, or they're going to return items that they didn't really expect or want and get money and then get back online and do more shopping before the new year. And they're going to have some time to do that as well. So we expect it picking up from then. So let's get to it. We've got, first of all, we had a repeat buyer buy a couple of Star Wars from us, and they were both on the back wall. So the back wall, as you guys know, we have been doing a lot of remodularization of the back wall, the left wall, and working around in our toy barn, taking items off, getting them repictured, retitled, described, all the lovely keywords, and getting them back. And since we've done that, we have had at least 35 items in the last month sell from doing that. So I think we're onto something here, and that's another thing that we want to do and focus on, and we want to make sure nothing else keeps us from that, is working on the relist refresh, because it's been doing so well and it's helping us bring in new products, get out the old, and bring more in the new, and that's what we want to continue to do. 1997 Kenner Star Wars The Power of the Force C-3PO with realistic metallized body, or metallic body. And then he also bought the 1997 Newman on card Star Wars Kenner Star Wars R2-D2 The Power of the Force R2-D2 action figure. So the first one was C-3PO. It sold for $14.99 plus shipping to boot. And then the second one sold for $15.85 plus ship. So I think what I did is, it says partially refunded. I think I combined those. It doesn't look like it for some weird reason on the list, but I believe I did. And then I gave him back any overages on the shipping difference, etc. So got those out. And next up, yes, we are continuing to sell our media, including our vinyl records. This one is a cute little 45 RPM record. Walter Egan, Magnet and Steel, Tunnel of Love from 1978, 45 RPM vinyl record found on the media shelf. And this little record sold for $5.99 plus ship. So I made sure I bubble wrapped it and also put it in a 45 RPM album mailer as well to protect it. And it worked out great. Now also, Daren, like I had mentioned before, in the last couple months has been selling a lot of silver, gold, and platinum. If you don't collect coins or are not kind of watching that type of category, silver has, and gold too, but silver has gone up dramatically in cost. I think ranging, at least on this taping, silver has been, going around $60 some an ounce. So because of that, Daren's silver has been getting purchased quite a bit over the last couple of months. And so we went through, at least in this taping, a little more of a banter of folks buying more silver. So we have another repeat buyer, and I will tell you all the ones that he did purchase. And some of these we did ship separately, only because of the amount of money, but also too, some of them bought more than one quantity on a listing as well. And here at Madcap Toys, I don't know what everybody else does, but what we do, and we always mentioned it before in our videos if you watch us, if the amount comes to $50 or more, we do automatically purchase signature tracking or signature delivery tracking or delivery for the coins, because we want to make sure that that person receives that item and signs to bring it in house. And the reason being is we've had items in a long time ago past. I'm going to move my foot, it's starting to fall asleep. In the past that even though it said delivered, they would act like they didn't have it. So to curb that, and it has helped greatly, any coin that's over $50, we do require signature tracking, and it's been working pretty good. First one, 1922 silver piece dollar average circulated. It was found in coin tube 5, and this piece dollar sold for $39.98 plus ship. So they really got a good deal there. It's right before silver started to climb even more. And they also purchased a quantity of two 1922 S silver piece dollar average circulated. So as you can see, they have been through the mill and then some since 1922. But of course, S is a San Francisco, so it's, people like to buy more of the San Francisco mints. Because I don't know if it's because they were less produced, etc. Don't know. But they do like them. So he purchased 2 of those, and these 2 sold for a total of $79.96 plus ship. And then purchased another piece dollar separately. This is a 1923 silver piece dollar average circulated, also found in coin tube 5, and then this one sold for $39.98 plus ship. So they took advantage of Daren's 20% off coupon at Madcap Toys. Got some pretty good deals there. And this, I think, happened, this was on December 2nd, so it was before the silver had really risen up to $60 some an ounce. Got really good deals there. Next up on Ellie's Shelf 2, we sold a PJ Mask. I don't know much about PJ Mask, except I think it's a TV show for preschoolers. But we did get some of these in a pallet buy. PJ Mask Hero Blast Vehicle Owl Glider. And this toy sold for $15.99 plus ship. And then it's been a slowdown for a while, but we are starting to pick up this again where we are selling loose action figures. When I mean loose action figures, I mean these action figures are out of card and most likely used pretty much. Very rarely have I ever had loose figures that were never played with, except if they fell out of a box or a card and we decided at that moment to sell it as loose because, you know, the packaging was beyond repair, and we make mention of that in our descriptions. But in this case, this one was, of course, used, previously owned. 2001 Star Wars Hasbro Power of the Force Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi action figure. Found in the Star Wars tote, and this action figure sold for $5 plus ship. Not too bad at all. Usually our older ones we do sell higher, but our newer ones, which I say new in the 2000s, we sell at a pretty good premium. Next up, we sold some media. 1987 Oldies But Goodies CD 3-disc set. Found in the Toy Barn. And Daren gave a good deal on this one. This one sold for $4 plus ship. And again, we have hundreds of CDs that we're going through that we just get randomly in bulk. We got two ladies that have our phone number on speed dial that I would say before long, since it's been about a month or two, they'll be calling us soon after the new year for more media to buy. Next up, more coinage here. 2001 W. This time, this one is graded. It's from ICG PR69 DCAM Silver American Eagle Bullion Dollar. And this coin sold for $62 plus ship. And then you may have seen this little young lady around on the videos when we're in the Toy Barn. She actually got picked up before the holidays. Really cute doll. From Despicable Me to Thinkway Toys, Agnes Collector plush doll, 14-inch. Of course, found in the Toy Barn. And she sold for $11.98 plus ship. And then some more media. Another DVD was found actually here right behind me in our other storage area. The War of the Roses Special Edition DVD. They took advantage of the 20% off coupon. And this one sold for $6.95 plus ship. So let's check if I've got the 13 here, because we still have more here, plus pending currently with Madcap Toys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's do one more, because I did skip the Mini Brands one, because I could have swore that I did that one and talked about it in our last couple of videos ago, at least 3 videos ago. Don't want to repeat on you guys if I can. So let's go to one more. Lastly, we sold these. We bought these at a online retail arbitrage, if you want to call it, some time ago, maybe about 2 years ago, and we bought items and toys at 50 to 70% off. This was one of them. We finally are sold out of these. So Barbie Big City Big Dreams Transforming Vehicle Playset was found on the right back floor of the Toy Barn. They took advantage of the 20% coupon, and we shipped it UPS ground because it was pretty big. And this vehicle sold for $39.98 plus shipping to boot. So there are our 13 items on Madcap Toys. And again, we still have a lot to talk to you guys about on Madcap Toys and Madcap Toys Plus of the various toys that we have sold in the last couple weeks. We're hoping, I don't think we're going to hit our goal this year as far as in December. Unless we just do extremely well on a couple of our live shows before January 1. But we still did sell, I believe, really nice, good premium items for the holidays. We sold a lot of big items, so big in size. And it helped with a lot of shelving. So we still have some big items, of course, but our shelving did it did help move a lot of stuff to make way for the new toys that we've been getting in. Daren just seen that I have gotten some boxes of toys in today. And of course, we did some retail arbitraging a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. We still have to get those items pictured and listed and getting them up into our eBays as well. So what do you think about live selling? Let me know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you, but I'm going to get going and get this edited and ready for today, as well as get some more YouTube shorts on and starting to catalog more stuff for that first live show. But you guys have been super fantastic, and until next time, bye-bye.